Hi, I'm Doug Keck. This is an EWTN Bookmark Brief. Just had the pleasure of speaking with Father Robert J.Altier, author of God's Plan for Your Marriage. It's available through our EWTN religious catalog. This is God's Plan, an exploration of holy matrimony from Genesis to the wedding feast of the Lamb. Why did you write this book, and what's this book about?
The book is about the spiritual foundation of marriage, so it's not a how-to book, and so it looks at what God's intention was at the very beginning in creation with Adam and Eve, our call as human persons to love, which of course is the very vow that married people make, so it's to be able to look at that. Then what is it that God joins? You know, Jesus said, what God has joined, let no man put asunder. The only place in the Bible that that phrase is used is in the gospel when Jesus talks about this. It's the two souls that are united. And so that forms that spiritual foundation from which then everything else builds. So then we look at a new creation, which happens in baptism. So God recreates things, brings things together in a marriage, and then we go from there to be able to look at, you know, the temple of the Lord and the holiness of marriage, and then ultimately the union of Jesus and the church, and then what heaven is going to be, because heaven is a marriage banquet. That's to be, a marriage banquet is a marriage feast, and so that's to be prefigured by a couple united in marriage and the way they live their life.
So if this is so wonderful and something that everybody should wonderfully experience, why does it seem to be on the downside from a cultural perspective on people not getting married or waiting longer to get married or not having children when they do get married?
A lot of it has to do with the selfishness. And that's what our society is presenting, and so that's again why this is so important for people to understand what their dignity is, what their call is, and how they can live that as they truly love one another in a marriage relationship.
Does God's plan, is it the same for every couple?
Every couple is different, obviously, and so God's way of working with each couple is going to be different. So there are some things that are the same, obviously. God unites the two souls. They're both called to be saints. How that's going to happen is going to be different in each marriage.
Okay, and you can read the book and figure out how it fits for you. Father Robert J.Altier, author of God's Plan for Your Marriage. The book is available through our EWTN religious catalog, EWTNRC.com, for all great books, especially good Catholic ones. Look for the entire interview I did with Father on the network, coming soon, and also on our on-demand and YouTube platforms. I'm Doug Keck. This has been an EWTN Bookmark Brief. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Thanks.